Hello students, welcome to the 45th lecture in linear algebra. So continuing from the previous class, in this class I will discuss again a new theorem which says that prove a linear transformation which is defined from V to W is non-singular if and only if the set of images of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. So it has to be proved in both the ways. So let's see the proof quickly. So first of all, I will consider T to be a non-singular linear transformation. Now what you have to prove that the set of images of a linearly independent set is a linearly independent, and all of us know how to prove a set to be linearly independent. Let V1, V2 up till so on to Vn, right? So let it be the linearly independent subset of V. Fine. Now what I have to show? Set of the images of a linearly independent, right? Images. So what I have to prove? To prove T of V1, T of V2 up till so on to T of Vn. Right, this set is also linearly independent, so that is what I am interested to prove. Fine. Now if I want to prove this set to be linearly independent, what I will do, I will consider the linear combination. So consider a linear combination, that is a alpha 1 T of V1 plus alpha 2 T of V2 up till so on to alpha n T of Vn, and this linear combination is equal to 0, and these alpha i's, they are coming from the field, right? They are the scalars. Now we know that T is a linear transformation, right? So if T is a linear transformation, by using the properties of a linear transformation, can I take alpha to be inside? So what I will write for this step is, that is a T of alpha 1 V1 plus T of alpha 2 V2 plus so on to T of alpha n Vn is equal to 0. Again use the property that T is a linear transformation, right? Since T is a linear transformation, so you can say that this is the T of alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 plus so on to alpha n Vn is equal to 0, right? And in the beginning, what did I consider? I considered T to be a non-singular linear transformation. And by the definition of a non-singular linear transformation, if T of V is 0, this is implies that V itself is a 0. So just use the definition of a non-singular now. Just applying the definition of a non-singular now, because T is non-singular. Therefore, alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 up till so on to alpha and Vn is equals to 0, right? Now, in the beginning, what did I consider? I considered this V1, V2 up till so on to be a linearly independent set. And if this was a linearly independent set, therefore, now because the set that is a V1, V2 up till so on to Vn is a linearly independent set. So if you take the linear combination of this set, so all the constants will come out to be 0, right? So that is the definition of a linearly independent set. So this implies, from this step I will say that alpha 1 is equal to alpha 2 up till so on to alpha n, they all are 0. So finally what can I conclude? So finally I considered the linear combination of this alpha 1 T of V1, alpha 2 T of V2 up till so on to alpha n T of Vn, and I considered this set to be equal to 0, and finally I proved that alpha 1 is equal to alpha 2 is equal to so on to alpha n is equal to 0. So can I say this implies that this set, that is a T of V1 comma T of V2 and up till so on to T of Vn, this is a linearly independent set, right? So that is how we will prove the linearly independence. Now this statement is also true in both the ways. So conversely, now I will suppose that the set of images of a linearly independent set is linearly independent. So that is what I will consider. And what I have to prove here is to prove that T, which was defined from V to W, is a non-singular. And students, we will just apply the definition of non-singular here, right? So for the definition of non-singular, what I will suppose, I will consider V to be any arbitrary vector. So let V be any arbitrary vector that is coming from capital V, such that this T of V is 0. And finally, what I have to prove? I have to show, so to prove T is non-singular, what I have to show? We shall prove that V is 0. So that is the definition of a non-singular, right? Let us assume contrary. So contrary, if V is non-zero, let us suppose that V is non-zero, right? So if V is non-zero, so can I say the singleton V, and V is, mind it, V is non-zero, is linearly independent. In the previous videos, I have proved this fact, right? That in a vector space, a single non-zero vector is linearly independent. So the proof is given in the previous videos, so you can watch those videos in case if you face any difficulty. So this singleton V is a linearly independent set, right? And what we are given? We are given that the set of images of a linearly independent is linearly independent. So can I say from here that this T of V, this set is also linearly independent? So by the given condition, but what is T of V? What is T of V? T of V is 0, right? But T of V is 0. So this implies singleton 0 is a linearly independent set. Why? Because T of V is 0. But we already know that any set, if it contains the 0, it is a linearly dependent set. So how can I say this is a linearly independent set? So which is a contradiction? So which is a contradiction. Therefore my supposition was wrong. Therefore our supposition is wrong. And what was my supposition? My supposition was that V is a non-zero. So this implies V has to be 0. So thus, in the beginning, I considered T of V is equals to 0, and I implied that V is a 0, and this was true for all V coming from capital V. And that is nothing but the definition of a non-singular. So T is a non-singular, and hence the proof. Right? So again, a very important theorem. So I hope this theorem is clear to you. In case if you have any difficulty, you can mention your doubts in the comment section. So I hope you have enjoyed this video session. Thank you so much students for watching this video. Thank you.